barrier to hide the water's presence. And whenever he needs to restock on water, he brings like 7 or 8 flasks. No, he brings a bunch of flasks, like big flasks. And he flies off to he brings like 6 barrels. Yeah. And they're all tied to Rover's saddle. They fly there, they fill up all the barrels, and they fly back. But they don't fly at high speeds, because you know what probably will happen. So Deku grabbed a rocket launcher, a shotgun, a sniper rifle, and 2 handguns with I forgot what it was called, a type of spear. And at the front, the spear is really heavy, because he was planning on taking down this big monster. It was pretty big, and had really rough scales and skin. In fact, this type of monster is really delicious if cooked right. And since it's a zombie apocalypse, you gotta do stuff to keep yourself from going insane when you're almost always alone. Your Deku is with Rover, but Rover can't really talk like a normal person, so it's not gonna help too much. Well, it does help a lot, but you're still slowly going insane. So Deku and Rover's just flying to where they saw the monster. Yeah, it wasn't a crazy size, but you know. Then again, Deku's just, in this one, I'm just gonna say he's like really smart. And he's just digging underground, and he's like expanding his house underground and stuff, just to make more area for supplies and stuff. Makes pillars and stuff. He does a lot of hard work. So they're flying above the monster. So to start off, he quickly takes out the rocket launcher, shooting it right in the back. The monster fell to the ground because of the sheer force the rocket exploding. Deku puts the rocket launcher away real quickly. He pulls out the sniper rifle, and he shoots him 3 times and he shoots him 2 times, and these 2 shots go into 2 of his 6 eyeballs. Then he grabs the spear. Well, did I grab any more weapons? He grabs a couple pistols, and he kept on shooting at his face, and he eventually took down all of his eyes, and they're just flying around at this point. So then Deku, he grabbed the spear, jumped off. He's falling. The monster was swinging around, trying to find out what was going on, and Deku just falls, and the spear goes right through its mouth. And since the spear went through his mouth, it's making it really hard for it to open its mouth. Then Deku just grabbed a bunch of pistols and just kept on shooting it. I mean, like, its skin is hard, but like after a couple of shots on the same spot, it breaks through. And he pulls out his 2 classic machetes, and he's dabs into the open wound and start making it bigger and just slicing it bigger and bigger until all of its organs are revealed and it dies. So Deku pushes out all the organs, and all of them, it's like the monsters will eat it or the zombies will eat it, so he doesn't really care. But Rover flies down and grabs onto the monster, and they slowly fly back home because this thing is heavy. And Rover places it underground. The monster's big, but it's also delicious, and he has a bunch of salt from the store. And let's say he'll be able to preserve it for couple weeks. And so, yeah, that night Deku had a feast, and Rover and him ate like kings. Deku decided to go out for a walk with Rover. He without Rover, he doesn't even put on his hiding presence. He just went out with his 2 machetes, just walking around. He came close to this nuclear plant, and two people comes out, and they stand in front of him, like, tell us your name. It's like, Izuku Midoriya? Who asks? We're the Knights of something, of the Holy Land. Who are you, imposer? They pulls out their swords and points at him. Like, Deku's just like, what the heck is going on? What's going on? And he's just confused. So like, leave this area. And Deku just said, okay. He's turned him around. Then the knights, and he starts to walk away. Then the knights charge him. He's like, you told me to go away. Why are you staying here in poser? I was like, I'm leaving. For the queen. I was like, what queen? The knights charged them with their full metal armor. Deku didn't know what to do, so he just pulled out his 2 machetes, and he hits them with the back part and with the wood handle. And he eventually knocked the 2 of them out. So he hid the 2 person's presence while they were on the ground. He just walked away. And so, yeah, that's the end of this one. That's a really weird ending. But if you guys liked it, go down below, hit the like button, subscribe, press the notification bell, and comment down below for anything you want me to like change about any of the series, or anything you want me to add to the series, or anything you want me, or any series you want me to make in the near future. And if that's all, bye, and see you guys in the next one.